This item will never despawn. Stay tuned. Hello wonders and thinkers, welcome back to another Redstone tutorial where we'll be looking into how to make an item never despawn. This whole system turned out a lot bigger than I realised it would be, and just all of this is to make sure that this doesn't despawn. It's a bit crazy really, but without further ado, let's dig right into it. So first of all, you're going to be wanting to put a triple piston extender. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. This part here is where the item is going to be on display. So if you want to put the block wherever you need it to be first, then this is where it's going to be on the 4th block high. Then go 1, 2, 3, 4 out, and then put a repeater here on 4 ticks and redstone dust right there, followed by an observer, and then 1, 2, 3 on top. Then also do another observer looking at this one, and then a sticky piston, and then an observer basically facing this way so that it's looking outwards, so it puts a signal into this, and that should get the triple piston extender to function. Then we want to go 6 out with a 2 wide, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think that's right, no, that's one too many, and then 1, 2, 3, and I think 4. So then we want to have another one here right there, and just take a redstone lamp right here and put that one there, because we'll be trying to observe this one at the same time, so we might just put an observer here whilst we're doing that. Then go 1, 2, 3, 4, and make that all 4 ticks. I think that's 4. Yeah, sorry. And then 1 there, and then redstone dust this all the way round to here. Then also do the same here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and redstone dust connections, and there you go. So that's the first part of this done. Next, what you want to do is place 1 block here and then place another block up like this and go 6 blocks along like so. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, place the block on top and remove this one. Then place 1 normal piston right here, followed by a dropper right there, and another dropper here, a hopper going into that one, and a hopper going into that. So it should look something like that. Then place redstone dust on top, followed by a repeater on 4 ticks, another repeater here, another repeater there, and so on like that. And that should be the next section done. So what that is essentially doing is just making sure to push that item down into that hopper here. We'll get onto this a little bit here because this can be a bit touchy when you have a dropper which spurts out in random directions. So we'll get to that bit in a minute. Once you've done that, go over to the droppers again and basically place a block underneath, so like that, and then a comparator to detect an item. Then we'll want something like this, and then bring that one up and then over to here. Put a repeater here and 1 repeater here, and some redstone dust going all the way around. After that, place an observer down to here and then right there, so that it basically sends a signal like that because it's detecting something. So placing that there, you should have some basically reactions like this, and that will happen. Place another block on the side and a repeater with 4 ticks, and then going up like so, and then back round again like this. Excuse any noise if you do hear it along the way. Then bring the redstone dust again, have another 4 ticks there, and then place some redstone dust to go back all the way around. So essentially all that needs to be done now is to place a hopper clock into the system. So we need to place an iron block there, or normal block, whatever block you're using, and another block underneath that like so. Place a piston there, sticky piston for that one, and then in the same position as you would expect in a hopper clock right there, plus put one there as well. Then we want to basically put some blocks right here so that we can detect the hoppers, and bring that one up, put one there, and then one facing into itself as well. place a comparator on both parts like so. Oh, not quite. And then a block here, and I always do that. Put one redstone dust there and a redstone dust there, and that is basically ready to go once we put the redstone block in. We also want to put another detection here, so we'll put a comparator here, basically waiting for this to empty for that little tiny moment, and place a block right on top of that and a redstone torch. The torch isn't actually really doing anything, we're just using that for detection purposes, which we'll use with this observer, which will then send a signal here. So effectively we are now all set up, hopefully we've got it all done correct. So we'll put the block here, and then you can basically just get it started. So I removed the gold block just for this purpose, just in case anything went wrong. So we're going to put this block here. 1, 2, 3, it should be right there. So we're going to put a redstone dust on top, or whatever you want to put on top, but it should all be functioning. Before we do anything as well, I'm actually going to put a slab on top, so basically when it spits out it has more chance of just basically landing into that area. So we'll put one redstone dust on top, or whatever item you want to use. Make sure you do some test runs just in case. I've tried with beds as well, and this one over here is still with a bed and has been running for days and nothing's gone wrong. Okay, so now that we're all ready and set up, we're going to basically test it out and see how it works. So we're just going to put like 30 items into this hopper right here and make sure it's functioning correctly. And hopefully we'll see everything push in, click out, go back up, and then wait for the block to finish. It should always start like this, and it should always finish like that. It should always finish like that, so make sure that it starts off like that in the first place. But otherwise, it's pretty much ready to go, and the maximum you want to pretty much just fill it up all the way completely. So yeah, just go wild with that. I'd say just do the whole lot. Obviously make sure you don't like mess this up because you don't want it to accidentally overflow, but yeah, it's ready to go. So I hope you found that informative, and I hope you get that all going and ready for your adventure maps if you need be. This item will never despawn. If you did enjoy this episode of Redstone tutorial on how to make an item not despawn, maybe check out some of my other stuff too. I do a whole survival series with the Voidcraft server as well as trying to get other things done like tutorials and helpful, useful, nitty bits, stuff like that. So, hope to see you another time.
Like it or not, you're getting one hell of a chance at life.